Auto park assists on the XPeng. Are you using it? Is it useful for you? Let's talk a little bit about that. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Ugu and this is my ownership diaries, my journey from a nice car to an EV, mainly with my XPeng G6. So today we are going to talk a little bit about auto park assist. So are you using it? Are you using this feature, or are you not using it because of something? I am doing this video because XPeng also asked me to provide again another survey about this topic. So I will go and fill in the survey together with you, and then I will kindly ask you also to submit your own opinion and feelings about that. I do not use it much, okay? I tend to park it by myself as also on the self-driving. So it is more or less the same. So I do prefer to do it myself instead of activating the system to park by itself. I usually only do that when, for instance, if I have doubts if I could park on that place. And then sometimes I do use auto park in some more difficult situations. Also, in my case, my personal case, and that's why I don't use that feature a lot, is that I have a parking spot in my house. So I do have a detached house with a parking zone, and the car doesn't detect that. So I cannot use the auto park feature to make the car park on my driveway. And because of that, I am not using it much. But let's go for the survey. Let's answer to it. So here we are on the survey that XPeng asked me to do. Let me put this a little bit bigger so that you can read this well. So XPeng Auto Parking Assist user survey. We are working on improving auto parking assist for XPeng drivers, and we'd really value your input. We'd like to understand how you actually use it in daily life, what gets in the way, and what would make it generally useful for you. The survey takes about 5 minutes. There are no right or wrong answers, and your feedback goes straight to the team building the feature. Saying thanks for taking the time. So let's go. Start country where we are. So continent Europe, and I am in Portugal. Okay, this one is easy. Then we have in the past month, how often did you use auto parking assist? So APA, almost every time, no, often, no, sometimes 3 to 4 out of 10, no, rarely, 1 or 2 times out of 10, I would say this, okay? Then next page, at home, what kind of parking space do you usually use? Okay, so it's important this one because in fact, one of the places where we will park every single day is at home. So private garage attached to the house. Yeah, it is not a garage, but it is somehow this. Private drive, yeah, this one also. So I would consider that these two are more or less combined. On-street parallel parking in front of the house. So this is not at home, okay? Open air, angled space. So yeah, it's these two for me, okay? Of course, you guys need to answer according to your situation. At work or other places, what kind of parking space do you usually use? Okay, so now this is the second part. So usually we park at home and then on work or something else. On-street parallel parking. Yes. No markings, a lot also, so this is difficult one. Open air perpendicular space, reverse in, yes. Angle space, yes. And the guard. So yeah, okay. So I need to understand what I usually use. So I use all of them, but what are the main ones? The main ones, I would say, marked lines, and usually now angle space and underground. So I will put these 3, okay, but I do use all. So this one is tough to answer. When you think about using auto parking assists, I have passengers in the car and I want to show the feature. No, in the beginning, yes, it was one of the things that I wanted to show, but not anymore. A park at home or a regular spot, no. I am tired after a long day and don't want to think about, yes. The parking space is difficult, yes. This space looks easy and I have plenty of time. No, in this case, I usually do it myself, okay? Why do you choose not to use auto parking assist? So why I not use? The button is hard to find. No, for me it's okay because I do have the steering wheel shortcut for the auto park. Auto parking assist takes too long. Parking myself is quicker. Sometimes I feel this, but it's not why I decide to park by myself. Doesn't park well enough. I need to adjust manually after, not sensor too far. Yes, this one, I do believe that the car is very conservative and it does park too far from the curb. It's good because we don't make the car in risk to make some damages on the rims. But at the same time, sometimes as the car is a little bit big, sometimes I do feel that we are already in not on the parking zone. But so I do like this one. The surroundings feel complex and I worry about scratching. No. Auto parking assist can't detect the parking space. Yes. So this one, most of the times, especially when I'm at home, and there are many places where we don't have the markings and then the car doesn't detect the parking space. Auto parking assist is unreliable. No. Never had these. I simply forget it exists. So, yeah, sometimes also. Okay, auto parking assist doesn't have much value. No, I do believe that it has value, but in the specific conditions. Auto parking assist only supports reversing in. No, it's not my topic. I also do prefer to park reverse in, so it's not a problem for me. How satisfied are you with the parts of these parts of the auto parking assist experience? So parking accuracy, does the car end up straight and within the lines? Yes, very satisfied. Space detection, can auto parking assist find the usable? Yes, I do use it a lot. Even if I park it by myself, I do use it to just identify. Ease of starting, easy to find the button? Yes, I don't have anything on this. Path predictable, the way how the parking is. No, this one, sometimes it does move forward when it could go already back. So I do believe that it has a very defined path. And sometimes it doesn't need to do all of that. And the parking speed feels appropriate. I would love it a little bit faster, but I understand that it's security. And so anyway, I prefer like this. So what improvements would you most like to see in auto parking assist? Support for driving in head first? No, not really necessary. Fewer unnecessary movements? Yes. Control remote parking for further away? No need. Smoother entry speed, not such a sudden stop at the end. I don't know. I don't feel this. Park closer to the curb? Yes. Show me where the car will end up? This would be good. Stop adjusting after the car is already in space? I don't see this happening. Easier to start? I don't see this happening. I would put other custom parking. You know what I am doing here, right? You know what I am doing here. And that's it, guys. Let's submit. And it's done. So this is it, guys. I just submitted my answers. I would invite you really hard to do the same. Do submit your survey answers. Do that because it is really important to provide feedback from the user experience. As an owner, as a user of the features, it is really important to provide this feedback to whoever is developing this feature. Without that, we may believe that they are improving and they may be thinking on something else. Of course, that we are all different, and sometimes the way that we think, and I got that already in the recent survey that I published, that my answers are not the same as your answers. So my feelings and the use that I give to a feature is different than the one that you give. And that's why sometimes some people say that they like a feature and some others are completely against it. But it's life. We cannot satisfy everyone, but it's important to give voice to what we desire, because if we don't, then for sure, no one will take care of what you want. So this is it, guys. This was the idea for this video, just to share another survey from XPeng where they are asking for info from us that is relevant to our daily use of our cars and features inside the car. So please answer to the survey, make sure that your voice is recognized and listened to, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye, guys.